Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today in this video we're going to talk about how to build Neuvillette. So today we'll dive into his best weapons, his best artifacts, best team comps, and most importantly his talent priority, and we will go dive into everything. So if you're new to the channel and if you just pull Neuvillette and you're wondering how he works, what his abilities works, and who he synergizes well with, this is the right video for you. Alright, let's get right into it. So Neuvillette is a Hydro DPS character from Fontaine, and he basically scales on HP. So the amount of HP you get on Neuvillette, the amount of damage he will provide. So Neuvillette, the most important aspect on his kit is basically his normal attack. That's where you get the most damage from. His normal attack basically does 3 hit. Alright, he does charge attack on his. When you do his normal attack, you just hold it and he does charge attack damage. So depending on how much HP you have, that's you will get that kind of damage. So basically, to get the maximum out of it, you need around 35 to 40,000 HP to get maximum charge attack damage. Alright, depending on your max HP to get that. Alright, he will also lose his HP as well as he will also restore his HP depending on the amount of droplets he does. Alright, just like that. So basically I do this skill. So basically this is charge attack. You just hold it. Alright, you just hold it and you do this charge attack against enemies. Basically like that. Alright, so your main priority should be leveling up this to max. You get the most amount of damage. Alright, and the second most important on his kit is his ultimate. This is his second resource where he gets the most damage. It costs only 70 energy recharge, has a cooldown of 80 seconds, and the skill damage is depending on how much HP you have on your Neuvillette. You just convert that and you get the amount of damage. Waterfall damage you can see in here. So you max this out and you get a lot of damage from there as well. He will do AoE hydro damage depending on your max HP. So like I said, if you have 35 to 40,000, he will do that kind of amount of damage depending on his max HP. Alright, and he will drop 6 droplets within that area. So when you do his ultimate, he will drop this 6 source water. Alright, and those will also deal hydro damage around the enemies. Okay, so that's what his ultimate does. His skill, basically his skill summons a ranging waterfall. It's kind of like this. This is his skill. This is his skill. He does ranging waterfall. Alright, and so that's what his skill does, and it does hydro damage basically. His skill is basically like it will generate 3 source water droplets near the opponent, and this source water droplets is basically like an energy particle, as well as it also does hydro damage if there are enemies around close to Neuvillette. So yeah. So this will be your third priority where you should level this up. Alright, try to level up normal attack, his ultimate, and then his skill. So when this is another passive skill of Neuvillette, when when a party member triggers Vaporize, Frozen, Electrocharge, Bloom, Hydrostore, or Hydrocrystallize reaction on opponent, one stack of dragonic glories will be granted to Neuvillette for 30 seconds. That will stack for 3, that will do maximum of 3 stack, and his charge attack will deal this type of amount of damage. So basically what it's saying is, when a party member, so for let's say you are playing Neuvillette with Fischl, you're playing Neuvillette with another Hydro character, or basically a cryo, play like an electro charge or a cryo, or basically a dendro, like it's a bloom. All right, so hydro cryo is basically frozen, and hydro electro is basically electro charge. So if you have that in the Neuvillette team, then it will grant him a lot of amount of charge attack damage, as you can see in here. That's pretty cool. And in here you can see, for each 1% of Neuvillette current HP greater than 30% of max HP, he will gain 0.6 hydro damage bonus. A maximum of 30% can be obtained this way. So basically the amount of HP you have, the amount of damage he does. So that's why I'm saying it's important to have over 35 to 40,000 HP, otherwise you're not maximizing his damage potential. All right, he also has a speed. When you are underwater, he will swim faster. That's one thing. All right, so now we're gonna talk about his best weapons. All right, best weapons is probably gonna be his signature weapon, the Tome of the Eternal Flow. It gives you a ground of 88.2 crit damage, and passive is insane. It increases HP by 16% and give you a charge attack damage 14% by 14%, which stack up to 3 times. All right, this thing stacks up to 3 times. Okay, the second weapon that I would recommend is use Prototype Amber, because this will give you a lot of amount of HP, and you can craft it in Modstat and you can refine it for R5. This is pretty good weapon on Neuvillette. I would recommend it. Other than that, you can still use Withset, but you can benefit the passive. Other than that, it's fine. You can also use the Barrel Pass, the best for Neuvillette. If you don't have his signature, you can also use this. This is pretty good. You just have to buy it. All right, this is pretty good. You can get this. If you don't have it, then it's fine. Then you can just use the free-to-play option. All right. Okay, so now let's move on to the artifacts. The best in slot artifact is probably going to be the Hunter set, the 4-piece Hunter set. On the main stat on the sand, you need to use HP. If you have the signature weapon, then you can use HP Goblet. You can just swap the Hydro Goblet and use HP. If you have a really good substat, then you can use it. If you don't have a signature weapon, then you can use Hydro damage bonus. I'm using Hydro damage because, you know, I don't have an HP Goblet with good substat, so maybe I have. I will look it up. So yeah, on the Circlet, I would recommend using crit damage. And on Neuvillette, try to get at the minimum amount of crit rate you need is around 30 plus, because the rest he gets from the stacks. And try to get close to 300 crit damage. If you have the signature, you can easily get to 300 crit damage. Just get good rolls and you'll be fine. On the substat, you need to focus on getting HP percentage and critical rate and critical damage. Those are the three things you need to focus on, and that's probably about it. If you get energy recharge, that's good. But yeah, and max HP 35 to 40,000. That's compulsory. All right. When it comes to the constellation wise, I think his C1 is pretty good, because on his C1 you don't need a shielder. You just can swap Zhongli, and you can just slot a buffer and swap it with Zhongli, and you should be fine. Talent priority: normal attack, elemental burst, and you can also use and the skim. Or a team com, I would recommend using with Fischl, Kazuha, and you can use Zhongli. If you have C0 Neuvillette, you can use Zhongli, or or you can also use healer in here, since he will lose a lot of HP as well. So you can use healer in here, or or you can also use Nahida in here as well if you want. So that will be a pretty good team as well. All right, so that will be for my Neuvillette build. If you enjoyed this video, do consider like and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Take care everyone. Bye.